Hello and welcome to the Auto Today show. My name is Dipayan Datta and this is another edition of Magnificent India Drives. This time we've brought with us the new Hyundai i20 iMT with the turbocharged petrol engine, and we're coming to you from Landour, just outside Mussoorie, outside the Kellogg Memorial Church, one of the perfect examples of the Gothic architecture of the time and one of those pieces of history that's been kept tucked away in the hills, just like this town. So let's go exploring and see what Landour really has to offer.
Just a few kilometers outside the hustle-bustle of Mussoorie's Mall Road is the quiet hill hamlet of Landour. Almost untouched by commercial tourism, Landour remains unchanged through the years. Narrow cobbled lanes through the quiet hamlet are lined with beautiful Gothic architecture that define this hill town. It's a stark contrast from the modern day Mussoorie, but a welcome one. The town was established in the early 1800s and gets its name from Landour, a village in Carmarthenshire in South Wales. Even to this day, it seems like a time capsule stored away secretly in the Himalayas, a first-hand experience of the quintessential Raj-era summer station. After trying out some delicious baked goods at Landour's singular cafe, we left Landour behind en route Hathipao. The narrow winding road that runs via Mussoorie to Hathipao, where George Everest had his house and laboratory, is almost devoid of traffic, especially in the absence of tourists. With smooth fresh tarmac all the way, we had a chance to put some of the i20's 118 bhp to use. This new car feels tight and sharp. Add to that the eager 1-litre 3-cylinder and a smooth iMT, and you have a car that is as engaging as it is comfortable and as fast as it looks.
Now we haven't just brought the Hyundai i20 iMT all the way to Mussoorie just to take in the scenic vistas, but we specifically brought this i20 with the iMT gearbox because we wanted to see how this iMT performs in the hills. Over the course of the last few weeks, so many of you have written to us asking us what this iMT technology is and whether it performs in places where you need complex clutch work. To start with the first question, the iMT is basically an automated clutch system that allows you to shift through the gears without having to use the clutch. Now on the plus side, this takes away a large part of the strain that goes into driving long distances and it makes driving really easy. This particular iMT on the Hyundai i20 works really well and shifting is smooth and effortless, and you really wouldn't know that you aren't using a clutch other than the fact that your left foot is resting. Now moving on to the second question, having used the i20 iMT in the steepest of places across Landour and across Mussoorie, I'm happy to tell you that it works just perfectly. Now we've had the chance to put the i20 iMT through its paces in the Garhwali region, and I'm happy to tell you that no matter what we've thrown at it, the iMT gearbox has worked absolutely perfectly. Be it those complicated stop-start places where you have to stop in first gear on a steep slope, the i20 has still worked. Although it needed a little bit of help from the handbrake, it was more or less smooth, and it took a lot of pressure off the fact that your clutch work has to be precise and it made life a lot simpler. In the corners and in aggressive downshifts, the iMT works absolutely brilliantly. There's a little blip function that comes in every time you drop down gears very quickly or aggressively, and that allows it to stay smooth and stay flat no matter how aggressively you're downshifting, and that's really important when it comes to an enjoyable driving experience. So overall, I think the i20 iMT makes a very strong case for itself, especially for those people who have a lot of long drives planned with their car. It makes a lot of sense and it takes a large part of the strain out of driving. And with that, we come to the end of another chapter of Magnificent India. Over the last 2 days, we've shown you Landour, the driving roads around Mussoorie. Now it's time for me to take a breather and enjoy some of the nature that Uttarakhand has to offer. But before I go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss out on any of the new content that we drop every week. That's it for me now, signing off.